Hello, everyone. This is the Metaphysical MGTOW Griffin Red. And the name of this video will be called Solitude Equals Sanity. I decided to do this video due to thinking about all my interactions I've had with people during my childhood all the way up until now. And I noticed one common denominator, man. Most of the friendships that I had were one-sided. They were never really, very few of them were actually real, genuine, actual friendships. I noticed that I was always doing and bending over backwards for people, but I never got the same in return. And I noticed that as I've gotten older, my tolerance and my patience for people has significantly dropped. I just can't be around stupid people. I can't. I can't, I really cannot do this, do that anymore. I'm better off, and I like to stay, I like to stay to myself and pretty much stay at home and out of sight. Because, and I'm sure people, you can vouch for me, you can vouch with me and everything on this, or agree that most people are just no good. Most of these people out here are psychological and energy vampires. Not a vampire. No, yes, I do believe vampires exist, but not the ones that Hollywood portray. These are ones that siphon and suck off your energy and everything. And I just read an article about a study that was done about 4 years ago. And this article said that people did an experiment about being a experiment with people being alone by themselves. And these people they could not take being alone by themselves, and they actually subjected themselves to electric shock. And I'm thinking, my mind, people are terrified of being alone. And I just never understood that. And I'm going to read the article to you right now. It says, hundreds of participants were left in a room by themselves for several minutes with nothing to do but think rather than complete the task. Many of them chose to administer electric shocks to themselves. As it turns out, most people prefer to do something rather than nothing. In a series of 11 experiments, a team led by Timothy Wilson from the University of Virginia asked 409 college students to be alone with their thoughts in a bare room for 6 to 15 minutes. No phones, books, pens for doodling, or distractions of any kind. Just stay awake, be quiet, and sit idly in their seats. Some were given specific prompts like plan a foodie outing, while others could think about whatever. We went into this thinking it wouldn't be hard for people to entertain themselves. We have this huge brain that's stuffed full of pleasant memories, and we have the ability to construct fantasies and stories. But daydreaming may not be as enjoyable when we're forced to do it on command. Half the volunteers reported on a 9-point scale that the experience was not enjoyable. Most found it difficult to concentrate, and even more said their minds continually wandered, even when nothing was competing for their attention. A group asked to perform the same task at home found the experience less enjoyable. A third of them reported cheating. In one last experiment, 67% of the men and 25% of the women chose to give themselves a mild electrical jolt, like a little static electricity shock, rather than complete the entire thinking period. Beforehand, when given a sample, most said they'd pay $5 not to be zapped again. But when the time came again, they'd still push the button. I mean, that is just really some profound, really profound, in my opinion. And I'm at a point now where I actually love solitude. I love being alone because, like as I said in my previous video, you have racist hypocrites and things of that nature. I don't have time for that. Nor do I have the patience. And another thing I want to bring to you, due to the fact that I'm, studying magic and, attempting to evolve my spirit and ignite my spiritual spark. A lot of the books that I do read, tells you that a lot of times, you're gonna have to learn to be alone. And I've watched several YouTube videos where they say I'll make this one quote by his name is Bobby Hemmett. Now, I don't agree, because he's kind of pro-black or whatever, but I don't agree with that aspect. But he did say this, and it stuck to my mind. He basically said, in order for you to get to the higher levels, you have to renounce anything down here related to a goddamn group. And the same is actually said in a book called Shadow of Leviathan by Alexander Dre. That is a book on magic, and it actually tells you and shows you exercises to where you can learn to deprogram yourself from your human body. In order for you to really get powerful in magic and things like that, you have to pretty much let go of your human body. I'm not saying blow your brains out or whatever, but you have to get rid or let go of of calling yourself human. You have to think of yourself as more than human, who has spirit that's ignited within them. And that's how you get to these practicing with these higher levels of magic. This is not going to be a real long video. Just figured I just wanted to put that out there. Let me know your thoughts. Actually, I'm starting to love solitude because, you can be by yourself. You can think, and you can come up with ideas on how to make money and things of that nature. So to me, it's a great thing, and it's really keeping me sane because I've really just grown tired and exhausted of just dealing with people. I can't deal with a lot of people. So that's going to be all for this video. Stay tuned for more to come.